Hello and welcome to this episode where we head up to Dirk Hartog Island. This is an island located on the far edge of Western Australia, and it was the first place that European settlement, or not settlement, but actually Europeans landed on mainland Australia. It's located about 470 kilometres from our home here in Geraldton, and we need to drive up to Steep Point to catch the barge across. We actually took both our truck and Pete's car because we could not take the truck on the island, so we had to leave it at Hamlin Pool Caravan Park. From the overland on the Northwest Coastal Highway, you turn out along the Monkey Mire Road and then you will turn left onto Useless Loop Road. We haven't gone that far down the road yet, but if you'd like to subscribe, please do so. Pretty much as soon as you turn onto Useless Loop Road, you come across the first notice board, which highlights all the features of the peninsula, which is going to be proposed as the Eagleland National Park. Here's a good spot if you do have reception to book a site out at Steep Point, because it's a long way to go over rough and sandy terrain to find out that you don't actually have somewhere to stay overnight. The second little checkpoint, or not really checkpoint, but little stopping station, is where they recommend that you put your tyres down because it's about to get really rough just before you cross the estuary. Okay, so we have arrived here at the oven at Steep Point. It's been a little bit of an adventurous day because first of all the truck had to be jump started to get going, so not quite sure what's going on there. We are now here in Pete's vehicle, which has now got overheating issues because the fan couldn't get fixed. And then I actually thought I'd booked a site thinking I was very lucky to get a spot here, and it turns out I actually booked the wrong day. Anyway, we are in a bit of an overflow area, so thankfully we're just going to camp the night here. It's a bit windy, so we're just going to swag it, and then we'll head over to Dirk Hartog Island tomorrow. So this is our view. That is over the way there are the cliffs of Dirk Hartog Island on the horizon over there. We're on a bit of a rocky ledge here. You can see that there's a bit of a life ring there in case someone decides, I don't know, to go swimming. Quite why you would off these cliffs, I don't know. Hopefully we're going to get a really spectacular sunset over there. So, good view, Pete. We've just woken up at 6:20 and the sun hasn't even risen properly yet to get ready to drive to where we meet the barge. And we could hear some noises. Didn't realise that these guys, 4 vehicles, are just obviously driven all night and are setting up camp to go fishing. Super keen. to the ferry. The pilot simply just checks that you've got the right ticket and the right vehicle, and then you enjoy the lookout on the way over. Welcome to Dirk Hartog Island. Yep. Yep. So the interesting thing was that there was quite a lineup of cars to get off the island and a couple of cars to get on the island. They only have a limited number that will come on the island each day. They had the backlog because for 2 days the barge had not been working because the sea was actually too rough to cross the passage. All camping on Dirk Hartog Island must be pre-booked before you get there. Our first one that we could get into was Turtle Bay, followed by Withnell Point, Urchin Point, and then finally Salty's campground. So we had 4 nights that we could actually go around the island. Our plan was, as you can see, there's one main road that goes up on the east side. So our plan was to go all the way up the top, which is where the Turtle Bay campsite is, and then do a bit of a loop all the way around so that we could actually make sure we went on all the roads as we went around. Our first port of call was the blowholes, which is on the western side of the island. What's it say? All about the...
How they formed.
You can certainly hear... Ooh, there.
But you would have still been seeing this stuff.
Woo! Don't think I want to put Priscilla the drone over there. I'm quite happy here. I'll go look at that sign up there anyway. Look at those beautiful... They look like waterfalls, don't they? Sign, breathing cliffs. See, there's water up here. I wonder if that's from the little bit of rain or just this. Okay.
The rain and probably the scrub.
Yeah. Here we are at Anthony. What were you doing? Anthony's lookout with the weight training. A few barbells. Beautiful spot to do your training. So here we've come across a gate which is really important about preserving the new animals that have been reintroduced to the island. Oh, look at the gate there. So we've just come across these little old, looks like station buildings in the middle, pretty much at the turn off to Coin Head. We're going to go inside and check them out, even though they say it is a dangerous structure risk area. I don't know. dormitories. Probably, it also looks a little bit like asbestos. Probably shearers. Bathrooms, toilets. Ooh. Try and open that one. No. Yeah, so, but how old do you reckon it would be? This looks like the kitchen in here, Peter said. Well, maybe it was a bedroom. Oh, it does look like a bit like a kitchen. Look at that old stove. Wow. Oh, and louvered glass there. Gosh, they're probably a fortune on safe. Freezers, fridges. And another stove. Lots of bits of tin. Old stockyards over there. So this little windy area, this is a little bit of a sheltered bay, but this is where William Dampier came in to Dirk Hartog Island to name the bay Shark Bay. See the lighthouse out in the distance there. I think we're going to be camping somewhere up the top there. Probably going to be pretty exposed. This is Turtle Bay Lookout, which is actually going to be our camp spot for the night too.
You can see a jetty and stuff there, but I mean, fucking hell.
Pete's wondering why on earth you would put a tram all the way down here to get to that beach. That was the climb down. Here we are on the beach. You can see the parts of the old jetty. So the tram line went up that steep embankment. Hard slog. to every one step coming down. I'm coming! That's a bit hard. Early morning workout. After breakfast, we head over to Cape Inscription. Cape Inscription, the earliest confirmed European presence in Australia, where Dirk Hartog left his pewter dish to record his landing. How awesome! And then the lighthouse. You can see over to where we were at Turtle Bay there. Bit of a treacherous coastline. At the lighthouse. A restored lighthouse. Here's the remnants of one. This was a big building. What do you reckon this was? Have we found anything to say what it was?
I wouldn't be. They said it was by the cliff. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the catchment area for the rainwater.
Oh, okay.
They said they built up. You can see it's got gutters on the edge there.
Where's it? Oh, I see. Yeah.
And somebody's just fucking thing off, I'd say.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No, I reckon. Well, it's got an inscription on it. Somebody wouldn't do that.
Maybe
Not out here.
Maybe they are a copy of the inscription. I just can't fucking see the inscription. No, there's an inscription there.
Yeah, there's inscription on there. So that must be the size of his flattened pewter dish.
Well, Lamming copied Hartog's dish, so that's Hartog's dish.
Yeah.
Lamming took his dish, replaced it with this one, so he copied Hartog's words, and then he put his on, and they were going to find the Great Southland.
So this plaque is about the VOC and the spice trade. The reason of why they were looking for the Southland. Look at the beautiful tin ceiling. Gosh. Maybe this is the kitchen. Here we are on the front. Look at this gorgeous historical background images on there. They restored all the rooms. It'd be wonderful.
Well, they use it now for descriptive stuff and they research, but
Ah, that's a good idea.
at least it's
Being used, yeah.
do look at it and go,
Who would build? I know. Amazing to live out here. Urchin Point. Here's one of the fishing shacks that they have, where people, and inside, ooh, delightful, looks like a fish cleaning station. Everyone's left their mark. This is where you're fishing, off the rocks. Interesting rock formation. Scattered around the island there's windmills and bits of tin and stockyards, which are all remnants of the previous sheep and goat lease that was here.
So you're camping on a hut, camping down over
There's
there.
a good hut, yeah, and then they're balloon fishing out there. And then you got that, I suppose that's a bit of wind protection, that big block there. Quite rough. Salt deposits. Look, probably little lots of mussels in there. Little like bird rookery there. There's only a little nook down probably where that is there. Yeah, I can walk down if you want.
We'll go down. I think I can get back out. I just don't really want to get us fucking really stuck.
Alright. It's just a little corner. Does seem to be correct that this beach does manage to collect a lot of flotsam and jetsam from out in the wide blue ocean, the Indian Ocean over there. Oh, Pete's found something. What's he found? I don't think we need to really take any treasures home. What have you scored? And what do you propose to do with that?
What, the rock?
It's a big bit of rope, isn't it?
Yeah. It's burnt both ends. There you go. What the fuck would you cut a piece of rope this long?
I have no idea. big day exploring the North historical sites and then down the upper west coast. We then headed back across inland so that we could head over to our next campsite. First we headed a little bit north towards Rose Lake. I didn't actually know it was called Rose Lake because it wasn't very rose when we went past. However, it did present some really beautiful colours and textures that you could see from the sky. And here we are at Withnell Point, which after being pretty much blown away on the top, it was quite a relief to come to this really lovely lagoon. The water was crystal clear, secluded, a few other campers, so it is quite popular there, but you know, they do limit the number of people who can stay there at any one time. We're here at Withnell Bay. It's actually really nice at the moment, isn't it? No breeze. Facing.
Well, there's enough breeze to make it cool.
Cool, yeah. We just went for a dip. But it's not circulating. We don't feel so exposed here. So I'm on the beach with a couple of other campers. Facing west, so we're going to have a gorgeous sunset. Seeing some rays in the water, and yep. And there's this little bit of an estuary in here where all the birds like to hang out, and there's about half a dozen pelicans. Around the corner on Withnell Point, you can come across some of the really thick Tamina limestone, which is made up of lots of fossilised worms and shells and little crabs and stuff. Just beautiful textures to look at. God, hopefully that's right on an angle. This is checking where he's going to drag him to up the top there.
I think he's getting well and truly out the fucking way in case anything snaps.
Oh really? Oh, he's not pulling him out, he's just going to winch it out. Oh, okay. It's not moving, I can hear it. Oh yeah. Oh fuck! That was not what I think was meant to happen. Because it's pulling it along, it's got to go towards the car. It's got to turn it. He's trying to turn his wheels, you can see. Oh yeah, nearly there. Got the front one up. Don't get bogged in the bottom one like I just said so. No, he's... Oh, look at this pretty little bird. Right here. Hello.
The ones we ever done.
Yeah. Honeyashes or something. Oh, look, he's up. There you go. I don't think they're worried now. After enjoying a lazy and entertaining morning, we had to pack up and started to head south. Heading south, you go past Sandy Point and Louisa Bay, which are both great spaces with a lovely white beach that you can easily swim and snorkel at. Yep, so that's definitely been built. Remnants. Yep, that's definitely the jetty, and there's a little shark down the bottom there swimming in the water. Just near the edge of that black. You can see him swimming there. The shark's right here along the edge of the rocks. See, he's just in that dark brown area. See? Right along the coast there. One thing you'll definitely learn from our videos is that we do not offer fishing advice.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like you. Look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down, ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you. Talking by yourself and you make me smile. I can listen
little one, which is slightly smaller, and it just needs to be a little bit more enclosed and more to our liking.
As long as I'm with you, yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. 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 Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you.
Those dolphins are so close. And for our final night's camp on Dirk Hartog Island, it was at Salty's Camp, which is right near the Dirk Hartog Island homestead and an easy place to basically situate yourself so that you can get to the barge crossing in the morning. This here is the Inscription, the local bar and cafe where you can unwind at the end of the day looking out over the ocean with one of their relaxing botanical infused gins, if you like. Perfect little setup for those who want to be a little bit closer to creatures' amenities. We had a few drinks there, to say the least, and met some lovely people who were visiting for the day. There's plenty to explore just even in Homestead Bay, with snorkeling, fishing, kayaking, sup paddleboarding, or even just relaxing at the bar as we prepare to leave Dirk Hartog Island. so much for watching our little video, and we look forward to seeing you next time. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.